This is the story of Shine. The journey began way back in 2008. Our daughter Alex was just going into the first grade and she was super shy. Her teacher, Mrs. Holton, that year was amazing and had a program for students to perform little theatrical plays. The goal was to create a fun way to encourage students to read, get them physically active, and help them become comfortable in front of each other. Mrs. Holton needed a parent volunteer. Well, I thought if I took on that role, it would be comforting for my daughter to have me in class and help with her anxiety. So I volunteered. I believed that I could help because I had an unusual upbringing in show business. I've been singing, dancing, acting, and performing my whole life since I was 2 years old.
With Jody Light right after this.
Let's welcome 11-year-old Jody Light. He walks in the treetops all day long, hopping and bumping and singing his song. It's his turn around, you fool. You know you love him more and more. Tell me why is it so? Don't wanna let you go. I never can say goodbye. No, 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 baby. I never can say goodbye.
Plus, I love kids and love working with them. I was also aware that getting up and speaking or performing in front of other people can be truly terrifying for children and adults, actually. So I'd hope to teach some physical confidence tools to the students while making reading fun and teaching them some acting skills. We had a blast with our little plays, but I was only working with a small group in the class. So Mrs. Holton asked if I'd be willing to do a full class play, which we did. The kids were amazing, and each had a speaking part, along with singing, dancing, rapping, poetry. It was so fun, and the whole school got to see their performance.
We'd like to thank Mrs. Jody Mendenville. She wrote it, she directed it, and just was in charge of the costumes, and so thank you, Jody.
The next day, the principal expressed how much he enjoyed the performance, and he suggested that I create an after-school class for the following school year to help kids with their confidence. I was terrified because I had never really taught a class before, but I loved those kids and I wanted to help them believe in themselves, so I said yes. In January 2010, Shine was born.
I like Shine because you can sing and have fun, and also you have awesome t-shirts that says Shine.
It was a fun 8-week singing and dancing class that also helped kids overcome stage fright. And at the end of the 8 weeks, the students would perform a concert outside at a popular mall. It was for grades 1 through 6.
I like Shine. If you don't like Shine, you're crazy.
Well, the class became very popular, and as the years went on, I was teaching it several days a week at 2 different elementary schools, and I had hundreds of kids learning these skills.
We talked about programming ourselves in the morning and saying 3 nice things about ourselves. Remember that? Did anybody else do it this week? Awesome. Awesome, really? Really? Okay, great. That's exciting. I'm so proud of you. It makes such a big difference.
I was thrilled to learn that the Shine course had the highest student return rate for after-school enrichment courses in Paradise Valley Unified School District in Arizona. My students were getting older, and parents and teachers were telling me that their kids were getting into the most advanced choirs, having more success when having to get up in front of other students to present their projects, and the Shine class was having a long-lasting effect on their confidence levels.
Hello, my name is Zoe. I did Shine when I was in 2nd grade until 6th grade. The Shine program really helped me build confidence in my everyday life, especially with the ability to do home base. I was always a very shy kid, and I was always very nervous to do a lot of things, like talk to new friends or do a presentation in school. But with having the ability to do home base and imagine I'm in a place where I feel safe, it helped me break out of that shy mold and become confident and be able to talk to the people around me. And it was just amazing.
However, it was becoming evident to me as technology was increasing from 2010 on that kids were more plugged into devices and were becoming less interactive and communicative with each other. I saw a growing need to balance student stress levels, teach listening, communication, and empathy skills, and balance human interaction and technology. Let's look at some statistics.
Almost 10% of youth in our country suffer from severe major depression. 60% of youth with depression do not receive mental health treatment. As you can see by this bar graph, children aged 12 to 17 greatly suffer from depression, anxiety, and behavioral disorders. Children aged 6 to 11 are not far behind them with depression and anxiety, and actually far surpass the teens when it comes to behavioral disorders.
Clearly, these statistics show that kids need our help. One of the exercises that I developed required students to say 3 kind things about themselves out loud to share with the other students. I was shocked to find that many students found this an extremely difficult task. I made suggestions and had a list of words provided for them to choose from. One of the words was beautiful, and I had a student say, "I could never say I am beautiful." I replied, "Oh, but you are. I think you're beautiful." Tears welled up in her eyes, and she said quietly, "Okay, I'm beautiful." After 8 weeks of the class, I could walk up to her and say, "You are," and she would immediately and happily say, "Beautiful." I discovered that most kids really struggle with their self-worth, which can be changed on a day-to-day basis if they're given fun and good tools. I was quickly learning that the same tools to overcome stage fright were incredibly important life skills that could help every student become more approachable, connect better with each other, and be more confident in general. Anytime we're up in front of another human being, we're on stage in a matter of speaking. It's one of the biggest fears we all have, getting up in front of people to make a speech or doing a report in class because we're afraid of being judged. The methods and exercises we were using in class were working for students, but I was only one person and could only teach so many kids at a time. I had many parents, teachers, and principals say, "I wish I had a class like this when I was a kid." And I began to search for a way that I could help thousands, maybe even millions of kids instead of hundreds. As a result, in 2016, I decided to organize all of the exercises that I'd been doing in class and write the Shine Fun Book, which I separated into 3 sections: confidence from the inside out, from the outside in, and as a team. I taught out of my own book for 2 years and it worked great in class, but I still was only reaching a small amount of students. Then, in 2018, an idea came to mind. What if we created a character-based social emotional learning program, not only for musical kids, but for every kid, and the characters could teach the class? That way, teachers wouldn't need to learn a curriculum to teach it, and it would be a colorful, fun, and easy way for kids to learn these valuable life skills. I had also experienced many students who felt isolated and did not have ideal family lives. With compassionate, loving, and safe characters, they could provide that family feel and teach kids how important and valuable they are before they get to the age when isolation and poor self-worth spirals into depression, leading them down a potentially dark and irreversible path.
Rosalie, you're so important. Ian, you're so important. Diego, you're so important.
I wanted to help kids shield themselves from bullying and teach empathy to kids with bullying tendencies, how devastatingly hurtful that can be to others, so that they can become aware and make a better choice. My son Toby was 13 years old then, and he did the original designs of the characters, which were super cute and had different personality traits to appeal to all kinds of kids. I quickly started turning the Shine book into scripts and cast the characters. Kids respond well to short lessons, so I decided to create 75 segments to fully teach the course and made them approximately 5 minutes apiece. We added the Shine Fun Book with puzzles, coloring pages, and games that follow along with the 75 segments, so students would have a balance of physical and virtual activities. The segments would be accessible on the website and would be available for home and school use.
Here is a short clip of what a segment will look like.
Segment 13, Gifts at the Fair.
Oh, I'm so excited that the fair is finally here. I want to ride rides and play games, maybe even win a stuffed animal.
Me too! Let's do this! Oh yeah!
Yes.
Please go in the bowl. Oh well,
Harry, you want a bear?
I want to win one on my own, but I'm not really sure what I'm good at.
How about that one?
Last call for the jelly bean counting contest.
In fall of 2019 and spring of 2020, I began introducing the characters to the students in class, videotaped exercises, and let them know that we were working on an expansion of Shine for all kids.
Today, I will be brave. Today, I will be beautiful. Today, I will be smart.
We're going to take the tools we learn in Shine, and we're starting a foundation called Shine for the Future. We're going to help underprivileged kids. We're going to help all kinds of kids. We're going to help kids who've been through a lot. We're going to help thousands and thousands and thousands of kids. But I say we, I mean we.
And they were very excited to be a part of that. And then the pandemic hit. On top of the isolation and detachment many kids were already experiencing, now they were completely separated from normalcy and each other. They were put into a crisis filled with uncertainty and, for many, abuse, neglect, negativity, depression, fear, and hopelessness. We knew we had to get this program to kids as soon as possible, as self-harm and suicide rates in kids aged 10 to 18 skyrocketed.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death in the U.S. between ages 10 to 24. Suicide rates in children 10 to 18 have dramatically increased over the past 10 years, and especially since the pandemic. The causes? Isolation, depression, bullying, anxiety, low self-worth, and hopelessness.
All of 2020 was spent furiously developing the program. We formed our LLC, Shine for the Future, and Shine Cares for Kids, our nonprofit, to help get the program into underprivileged homes, schools, and shelters. We were blessed to find the perfect artists, board members, and mentors to help. My husband, daughter, son, friends, and family helped in every way they could. In June of 2020, a psychologist friend of mine referred me to a highly experienced professional whom she believed could also help us. One of our country's leading psychologists, attorneys, and authors, Dr. Lisa Stroman. Lisa was extremely gracious and made time to meet me at her Scottsdale office. I showed her the program and consulted with her. Lisa loved the program, agreed that children are in tremendous need right now, and gave us the following statement. There is a crisis among our children. They've been thrown into a world that is unlike anything we've ever seen. They are disconnected, isolated, and afraid at what the future may bring. Their ability to learn how to communicate, connect, and care for one another has been disrupted and broken. The Shine for the Future program was created to help teach children how to build empathy, increase self-esteem, and improve their confidence using wonderful, unique characters that teach them just how to navigate challenges and build themselves up in ways they desperately need. Lisa is a true hero who has dedicated her life to helping children. She's made herself available to me as a consultant when I need it, to be sure the content in the Shine program is viable, correct, helpful, and appropriate. Now it is 2021, and here is our vision.
By the end of 2021, our goals are to have 20 segments completed and ready for purchase on the web portal, along with the Funbook pages. Our country market opened on the website with available merchandise, such as t-shirts, stickers, and plushies. Have Shine Cares for Kids nonprofit 501c3 status approved and in place for fundraising. In January of 2022, we will begin fundraising for Shine Cares for Kids in order to make the program available in lower-income schools, homes, and shelters. We will also continue segment and funbook production. By the end of 2022, we wish to have 50 segments completed and available for individual, weekly, and monthly subscription. We plan on having the funbook completed and artist team increased for ongoing production. Shine for the Future will donate ample funds into Shine Cares for Kids to expand the nonprofit. The country market will expand available merchandise as well. By summer of 2023, our goals are to have all 75 segments of the program completed and fully available in homes, school systems, and learning centers. Having all segments of the program available through Shine Cares for Kids in shelters, lower-income schools, and homes. And to have our country market fully expanded and Shine Cares for Kids fully funded.
An ample portion of profits generated from Shine for the Future will be funneled into Shine Cares for Kids to distribute the program where it's needed the most. At this time, we can begin to implement the full and completed program in elementary schools and learning centers beginning in Arizona, then moving regionally, then nationwide. Our long-term goals include fully animating the segments, interactive online and mobile portals for kids, having Spanish and Braille versions, developing pre-K and kindergarten programs, establishing helplines for kids, expanding internationally with the programs. It has been and will continue to be an amazing journey. Children are everything, our future, the human species of tomorrow. We can make a better, brighter future for kids with these life skills and help ease their isolation and depression. It is imperative that we reach and teach a balance between technology and human interaction moving forward. We can put smiles on faces and help save lives together. Thank you for your support of Shine for the Future, where we believe that we can change the world one beautiful mind at a time.